welcome to another episode of Caster's Couch with Ovilee, Flowers, Raz, and producer Ian.
Yeah, everybody.
Yay. I mean, listen.
Wait, you can speak again.
I know, I can speak again. So fun fact, after Caster's Couch last week, so that was Monday, we were playing Palworld, and then maybe like an hour into Palworld, I had to shut everything off because my throat hurt and I couldn't speak. Today is the first day since last Monday that I've been able to talk.
Really?
Wow.
I shit you not. I have.
Did you get Rona or what?
Voice. No, it wasn't Rona. It wasn't anything. It was just like a really bad cold. Like I was coughing heavily.
Infection, maybe.
I had green boogies. I had like just terrible stuff. But I'm alive now, and that's what's important, right?
No, it's actually a pretty big downgrade, I would say.
What do you mean it's a downgrade?
I think you would notice an uptick in viewership in the last episode.
We like silent Ovilee better.
Yeah.
First of all, hateful. Hateful. Second of all, what does your viewership look like, Rez?
Well, I didn't stream that much.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Raz isn't live right now.
Exactly.
Only Ovilee is live. Can't compare.
We did get Vanessa G out of it, so there's pros and cons.
We did. On Show Bobas, we had Vanessa G,
Woo!
kick-ass woman from G4, now of Smosh, guest on Bobas, and she told some... Do you guys know who Suge Knight
Game
is?
Grumps.
Suge Knight? The guy who shot Tupac?
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys do know who Suge Knight is.
He didn't shoot Tupac.
He didn't shoot him. That case has been resolved, thankfully. So Suge Knight, do not go after me. I will not be a passenger in your car.
Now he knows who he's going for next.
He has killed other people, but you know.
Yeah.
To shoot Tupac, unlike
No.
She was there the night that he was arrested. But
For what?
Yeah. The night that he was arrested. I don't know anything about him, though, except now I guess he maybe shot Tupac.
He didn't shoot Tupac.
He didn't shoot
Tupac, yeah.
Listen, the
Suge
world
Knight's
is
free.
weird. Look at Flowers' face.
Why are we looking at my face?
I don't know. You just had this very strange expression on your face. We're just like...
Well, I just found a fucking thread on the internet that I was like, wait, what the hell? And I now realized that this is something that Raz posted in the topics and I didn't read.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I thought it was about Tupac.
What topic was it, Flowers? What do you want to hit on?
Oh. Well, there's not really much left to hit because apparently TSM's gone.
Oh,
apparently, like, some dude tweeted that there's not many people, there's 9 people left working at TSM. Yikes.
Is that confirmed? Is that like on Reddit somewhere or what's going on?
This is the dude who was like TSM's social media manager for a long time.
Oh, dumb.
Most people, if they recognize him, probably recognize him from some of the dumb shit that he said during his different times with TSM.
Yeah.
This guy's definitely had some posts before, but it sounds like he's like, if he's the one saying it, I believe it because this guy's been with TSM for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, on the anniversary of my 5th year working at TSM, they told me I am no longer employed. I'm currently in shock and I'm still working on processing it. With only 9 people left working on TSM, I didn't expect to be next, but here I am. Slack and email got cut instantly, so I didn't get to... This is normal. Slack and email getting cut instantly is very normal, so people can't, dig up dirt, take pictures and all that stuff. But I know that there was like a lot of support for people. It's so difficult to just be able to go on Twitter and read a fucking thread without getting hit by avocados from Mexico. Like, I just want to see people supporting him. Like, we have Mayumi, Jake Lucky.
Do you not run an ad blocker?
No, you can't do that with
Twitter.
It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Twitter, it's
Because
just like
Twitter ads are posts. So they're
Yes.
posts that are turned into ads. You cannot ad block the posts.
So
I never see any,
I could block avocado from Mexico, but you'd have to like block every single individual.
You probably don't use Twitter that much.
No, dude, legit. Like, I'm scrolling through. I've scrolled like 100 posts now. I have not seen anything like that. None of those sponsored posts show up on my Twitter feed.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Just know that you are not normal.
You block Origin. You block Origin. It is your moral obligation to ignore and suppress as many ads as possible.
I literally am using
Except for the
uBlock
stream.
Origin right now.
Click
Anyways,
the link below to download your uBlock Origin.
Except
yeah,
for this stream and all of our content.
but on this
Okay.
topic, like with Dunk in general, yes, he has said some crazy shit in the past, but like a lot of that has been in defense of TSM. In general, like he is a TSM super fan. Like that's who he is, and he's been like a great social person for this organization. So anytimes like he is staunchly defended a sometimes stupid decision from TSM, like I understand him and I respect it. Like I respect him as a person, even though like if you go through my Twitter history with him, sometimes it's like a back and forth. But like to me, what's crazy with TSM is like they didn't say outright, we are done, we are leaving and left. They said they would like Reggie and the ownership of TSM were like basically left kicking and streaming, saying that it wasn't their fault and that they were leaving through other means. It's like, oh, we're not leaving League of Legends or we're not leaving esports. We just don't want to be in the LCS. And then like I would track the TSM subreddit as their GM and people would be like, oh yeah, there's no comms on where we're going because even though we said we're interested in going into another region, aka LPL and stuff like that, they were like, oh, don't worry, like more information will come. Just like stick around. Like 3 months from now, we'll tell you guys. Or oh, just don't worry, like we're just handling business. We'll get back to you guys. And then ever since, radio silence, as their TSM fans in the subreddit have been like, guys, the league has started and nothing is happening. Like just nothing at all. As more positions within TSM have been like, as you can tell, been laid off. So like you could tell not just the fans that they've been misleading, but they've been misleading their own like colleagues as well, which is pretty stupid.
Yeah, and it's interesting even as we go through the TSM Twitter, because I thought I remembered them making some announcements surrounding Rocket League. So January 24th, which was just 5 days ago, they, I guess, welcomed 3 new Rocket League players or returning Rocket League players. They're doing Rocket League coverage and stuff like that. Well, all I know from Rocket League is that Rocket League is a pretty cheap and easy esports to get into and attain. So I think the question is, TSM, it's completely out of League of Legends now. The game and the franchise where they got their name, got their huge following, built their huge fan base. They don't have a lot of their same creators. Like, remember when Myth was there, right? Remember when they had all of their huge streamers, like Bjergsen, when Doublelift was a part of the squad. I know that they still have, like, fan there, but otherwise I don't really think of any big streamer names or personality names or now even esports names when I think of TSM. Are they in Valorant? I don't think they are they?
No.
No, they're not in Valorant. They're not in Call of Duty League. Maybe they have... Okay, so they have Leffen. They have Leffen, absolutely. But honestly, I don't really understand orgs backing fighting games players outside of, like, Hungrybox and Liquid. I don't really see the point so much.
I mean, Leffen is a big personality.
No,
I think for me...
I fucking love Leffen, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I think for me, they're probably going to minimize to, like, some of the cheaper games until they find... like either a larger sponsor or another angle. It's just hard to tell what they're actually doing. So like we're just not sure because they've only been downsizing constantly. And then anytime people have been asking, and I'm not just saying people in like TSM fans in the subreddit just wanting any update for the past few months, but what's been going on, they've gotten nothing. So something we can. So it's just weird to see, and I think my heart goes out to Dunk in particular because he's been fighting for his own colleagues that have been slowly losing their jobs, and he was now one of them. So it's just really fucking weird to see.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's just freaking heartbreaking as we're seeing not only esports get hit with all of these crazy layoffs, but gaming as a whole. We saw massive hits to Xbox and Blizzard after the we saw lots of hits to Activision Blizzard after the Microsoft acquisition. Thousands of people losing their jobs. We're seeing tech layoffs just across the board for software engineers, people who are doing computer science. And then I think people are forgetting, literally like an hour or two after we finished our podcast last week, the Riot announcement went out. With 11% of the workforce being laid off, I think around 500 plus people all now losing their jobs across the Riot Forge ecosystem. There were people in LEC who lost their job, people in LCS who lost their job. It's like, it's not just Riot, it's not just Blizzard, it's all of tech right now. And of course, esports is getting hit. Of course, esports orgs that haven't been able to, perform like a return on investment are getting hit and just losing people left and right. So it really fucking sucks to see, and now it's basically just going to be a who is going to really survive the storm, because if we thought esports winter was getting bad towards the end of like last year or just throughout all of 2023 with declining viewership and marketing pulling out, it's like everyone is fucked right now. So I don't know. Producer Ian, you have more years on this earth than all of. Wait a second.
You just call him old?
You just call him old as hell.
A nice way to say that, I guess. But
Wait,
yeah.
Flowers, how old are you?
33.
Ian, how old are you?
Older than that.
Okay. So it's safe to say that producer Ian has had more
Seasoned
years on this
He's a
earth.
seasoned vet.
I was actually just looking at the valuation of Team Cello Mid because it was valued at $540 million in 2022. And now it seems to be valued much lower than that. I think a lot of this is investor money that got burned up, and there was always the promise of more viewers. More viewers are coming, they're coming, they're coming. And I think gaming as a whole has gained more viewers, but has competitive gaming as a whole gained more viewers at the rate that people were hoping for? Probably not.
No.
I think that means a readjustment rather than a destruction, a new shape of things, but gaming as a whole is not shrinking. Is competitive esports shrinking right now? Yeah, but I think that's mostly because people haven't figured out how to monetize it still.
Yeah. I mean, esports.
You can't pause the game to play a commercial.
The bubble could only grow for so long, right? With the amount of like returns that weren't happening.
Yeah. And so the heartbreaking nature of just like seeing the amount of layoffs from just like everybody almost at the same time feels like all in this week. To me, that's been pretty depressing because now I felt like I've just been now having dinner and seeing like just basically checking in on a lot of people. I mean, I guess, yeah. So there's not much to say on it from that front, but it fucking hurts that it's not even a lot of people, and this is what's really irritated me, will see it as, oh, this person wasn't doing their job, therefore they like doing their job correctly, therefore they got laid off. It's like you just have no fucking experience whatsoever from being in a corporate job, like in any way. That is just not how it works, especially on the Activision side of it, where they're talking about record profits, like amazing profits, but a lot of it just they still are going to shave off a lot of work, and that just hurts. I know a lot of people that I feel like are incredible in their fucking craft, and they still got laid off. So whenever I hear that literally just tilts me off the face of the planet. So hasn't been an easy week in any way.
No.
I do think those are two separate factors. Like Blizzard Activision is mergers leading to redundancy being removed, right?
Yeah.
That's the natural state of capitalism. It ends in monopoly, right? It's best for the company that just keeps buying other competition, bigger and bigger and bigger. It's worse for the consumer. The market forces affecting esports are kind of like, okay, this was mostly venture funded, speculative investment, and the interest is there. There's excitement. There's great production value. I think a lot of the product is very good, but there hasn't been much advance in how to monetize this stuff. It's basically sponsors sponsoring a team or events, and that's it. There isn't a subscription model. I don't think there's much physical sales there to back esports really to make it make sense. And until somebody can come along and say, okay, people like this stuff, I have figured out how to make it make money. That problem needs to be solved in order for esports to grow.
Esports fans, prove us wrong right now. Prove everyone wrong who says that esports fans don't like to pay for things. That esports fans want things for free.
But they do.
I know they do. I know they do. It's like people. I'm gonna ask a testy, a potentially dangerous question. Flowers,
love you.
When's the last time that you spent money on esports merch?
Never. Oh no, I bought a T1 hat in Korea from the pop-up store that was around where we were staying. Yeah.
And how much was it?
It's right back there on the guitar. $30.
All right,
and another one
Raz?
too. Just like what was it? When was Saturday?
Oh,
Got
there
the
you
skull
go.
crab. And you know what
Oh,
that is?
you got the crab.
I
Yes.
got the crab. And the thing that irks me, by the way, affordable, accessible merchandise, which just does not exist in esports for the most part.
Yep.
Because if you go onto any of the team's websites, there's a jersey, probably
like
worth
$70,
$80.
$80.
That's about it.
Exactly.
Also, when can you even wear a
$80.
jersey? Like, there's not many situations where it's like good to wear it. So if you're paying that much money, wouldn't you want to pay money for something that you're going to get regular use out of?
Well,
Exactly.
if you were a cringe high schooler, you could wear your TSM jersey to high school.
Ovilee,
you
is
do
this
that,
a
Ovilee?
first-person
Mm.
perspective
Mm.
on this story here?
I think this is even maybe before they had like official jerseys, and it was just a black T-shirt with the TSM logo on it.
Oh, something too. This right here was their last scuttle crab. This
You
was
bought
the one that
last crab?
You
The-
took an
the- okay.
opportunity away from a fan.
Look, I didn't want to buy it. I even was telling the people who were selling it to me that I was like, "This is the last crab. I don't want to get it then." But they convinced me to be.
What they do,
selfish,
man?
so-
Put a gun to your head and say, "Buy the crab."
No, I did at the end go for my selfish nature. But
Good.
the Kia after party thing was ending. It was ending, so I was like, I think no one's going for it anymore. But yes, like the fact that that was the last one shows you that people are willing to buy it. People want to buy it. It has to be accessible and it has to be affordable. Like in the LPL, how many people are actually buying merch? A shit ton. Like I've been to their shops that are right next to I forget what the mall is. The Super Brand Mall. When it was in the Super Brand Mall, they had a shopping center there that was like had a lot of league merch. A lot of people went to it, and a lot of people bought either jackets, pants, plushies, or their like the stuff that they constantly put on their desk. By the way, that they always advertise and promote. So I think when it comes to merchandise, you have to know what is very affordable to your community that you are selling it to, and find a way to be accessible. I think that one's going to be tough for teams, but for leagues, that should be doable. Very
I don't
doable.
know. When it comes to merchandise, though, I feel like there are a couple teams who have really fucking nailed it. First
Oh,
one,
I know what you're talking about.
First one, I'm always gonna fucking say it. Team Liquid. Holy shit. What Damien and like the Team Liquid crew were able to pull off with their Nart. They started the anime fucking collabs with
collab.
esports teams. Their Naruto collab, the first one that they did, was great. And then the Akatsuki one that they followed up with was fucking fantastic. They had King Vader come in and do like a bunch of anime promo with it and everything. Like everyone wanted this swag. Gina Darling, who you know, she knows fucking nothing about esports, but she saw me wearing the Naruto shit and she's like, holy fuck, I need to get a sweater. Where can I get one? Because that's just how good the merch was. That was how excited people were to get their hands on something like that. Cloud9 with the One Piece stuff that was coming out, but also
I have
just
some of there too.
so good. Cloud9 with the Puma collaboration that they had. I had never owned anything Puma before in my life. That's not an anime, Flowers.
Well, I thought you were going through anime collabs.
We're talking about.
And isn't
anime
Akatsuki something you can order at a sushi place?
It's the MAGA from Naruto, right?
Okay.
See, oh my god, the back of Naruto.
Do they all ride around in loud trucks with a bunch of flags and wear red hats?
Okay,
Oh
listen.
my god.
Listen.
Make the ninja world great again.
That's what I'm saying, you know? They're dedicated.
They are.
That's good.
Technically, that was only like wasn't that really just the Uchihas?
What?
Like the Uchiha clan? Wasn't that just the Uchiha clan?
No.
Wait.
They slaughtered the Uchiha clan.
Yeah, but why? Why did they slaughter them? Why?
Okay, they may have wanted to have a bit of an uprising. That may have been a
Wait,
thing.
is
Okay.
Sasuke a metaphor
Wait.
for Donald Trump? Was that actually the whole message of Naruto?
Okay, they may have ended the January
message
6th.
of Naruto is that Naruto is gay. Okay? A lot of people
no,
are
there's no
really
way
trying
that's
to
the
push forward.
message.
Yes, a lot of people are pushing forward. Naruto is a great story about friendship. No! Naruto is fucking gay. Naruto and Sasuke fuck when Sakura isn't looking. Do you ever wonder why Sasuke is so fucking cold to Sakura? And why Hinata is just kind of like in a fucking corner? They're
Naruto
gay!
is fucking Hinata. They're literally
gay!
married.
They
have
are
a whole
absolutely
fanfiction.
gay!
I thought Hinata was a character from Bleach.
Ovilee fanfiction.
I don't know what's going on.
The Naruto BL will be available for download below.
If you
Okay.
want an immediately something, a form, a material to refute Ovilee with, it's Boruto. Don't watch it. Don't read it. It's dog shit. But Boruto is literally the product of Naruto and Hinata.
And why is it dog shit, Raz? Why is it dog shit?
Because they're fighting velociraptors. The entire plot point is dog shit.
No,
Dinosaurs?
because it's written like a
Raptors!
bad fanfic. It is written like a bad fanfic because that's what it is. It's a bad fanfic of what if Naruto and Sasuke were straight. What if? And that's what happens. Boruto happens. But if they were just gay like they were in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, you get some decent action.
Ovilee has this brain rot, bro, and then every time I say anything about it, I get called homophobic. Like, what the fuck is this? There's no way.
Naruto is gay.
Fujoshi? Is it Fujoshi? Is that the word?
I'm googling Naruto is gay.
I'm googling Fujoshi.
Wait,
Oh,
isn't
don't
that
Google.
like the Ari guy that you donated the name to when I was streaming Raz Fudanari Ari?
No,
Okay.
that's different.
Okay, wait. Okay, I just pulled this up. From Reddit on the Naruto subreddit.
Ah, yes, the Reddit.
Yes,
everyone knows that's where
27
the real
5
shit
years
is
ago.
from.
5 years ago. Are Naruto
No.
and Sasuke gay? I feel like Sasuke was definitely gay. Recently, I was on YouTube and I was rewatching Sasuke versus Naruto, and one comment said Kishimoto had in a viewer interview. It stated that Kishimoto wanted to make Sasuke and Naruto a gay couple, but his editor wouldn't let him because the topic of homosexuality is taboo in Japan.
This person makes Ovilee sound sane, and that's
Citation
a
needed.
stretch.
That's
Okay,
probably
wait.
Ovilee. That's probably
Okay, wait.
Ovilee. That's her writing.
This comment from 2 years ago, which is, by the way, 3 years after this is posted on the Naruto subreddit.
How many upvotes? How many upvotes?
21. Okay. They gay from Bitch Man Tits 2.
You need to be
They
at least
gay.
100 to be accurate.
Having wives doesn't change the fact they gay.
How did you find this comment that only has 21 likes if it's not
She
just
wrote it.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
I
wrote
like,
it
I like how
did.
she's saying that this came out 2 years ago on a 5-year-old thread, as if that gives it more credibility. No, it shows that only psychotic, insane asylum patients are thinking about this shit and looking it up to talk about it.
No, I'm saying that there's enough people who believe in this theory. Look at this. This is from 2 years ago. Anyone else think Naruto is low-key gay? Before he used the reverse harem jutsu against Kaguya, he said he'd been working a lot on it in secret. What could have been his reason for doing this? Yes, this man chased another dude for 3 years. By deleted user.
There's a reason why he had to delete, because we ran him off. We ran him off. You cannot be throwing out misinformation.
It's just fanfic.
Boruto is fanfic. Okay, but
It's horny
regardless,
girls like Ovilee.
That stuff
True.
aside, esports merchandise. There's
Yeah, what the fuck? We got a little derailed.
Or subscriptions or special events or pay for review or something. Some way to pay for the venture. Everybody
100
loves
Thieves
it.
is a great example. 100
People
Thieves
want it for
actually.
free.
100 Thieves is too. So I think
Yeah.
of 100 Thieves, I think of Team Liquid, I think of Cloud9, right? Like those three guys have really been pushing forward with their merch. 100 Thieves was bringing the whole limited availability idea
Is
into
it Versace?
esports.
Who was it with?
Huh?
Didn't they do like a high-end collab with somebody, Versace or something like that?
They did a Gucci or something because they
Gucci?
had Valkyrae and a couple other like high-end people like Fuslie, high-end streamers. So
Yeah,
they were able
Gucci.
to use that clout to kind of source them some fun stuff. Oh, but the other thing, when we're talking about the Riot layoffs, they shut down the entire Riot, what was it called? Riot Esports Network, Riot Entertainment Network. It was some sort of live viewing experience that would quote unquote compete with Twitch, so that they could have all of the Riot Games streams on one specific platform. Originally it was 10 years ago now that the BAMTech deal was supposed to be happening, and that just kind of disappeared or fizzled out with whatever the ESPN, I don't remember the details, but that's gone now too. So it's just ProView didn't work. That fell through. You can't monetize by selling rights to live rights to ESPN because you can't pause a game and you need to be
TV
running
rights, yeah.
ads. So yeah, it just esports and gaming.
That's the biggest problem.
Fuck.
Like a TV rights deal, I think Blizzard was trying to pioneer that. It didn't quite exactly work out, and no one has been able to solve that problem since.
But yeah.
A representative from twitch.tv/CaptainFlowers22 does not know what Riot has or has not said publicly about these topics. So I'm just going to embrace my shut the fuck up policy and pass on this one.
Yeah, I think
That means he knows some juicy shit. Ask him off stream.
Oh. I'm just speaking as to what was released in the initial Riot letters that they said when they said, we are laying off all of Riot Forge. We are ending such and such and whatever. But speaking of things that can get rebuilt, Raz, you were having a lot of difficulties last week, buddy. Raz, I felt like we were sharing in the friendship, we were sharing in the adventure, we were sharing in all of this fantastic world of Palworld. Everyone's so excited to get their pals. Everyone's so excited to build their base. And then one day I just hear screams coming from Raz. I hear panic coming from Raz. And then I hear, all right, I'm done. And then a Discord disconnect sound effect go off. Raz.
I didn't just say I was done. I said I'm fucking playing League of Legends instead.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Raz, what happened?
Let's just say I don't know what's wrong with Palworld, but there might be some targeted harassment.
Oh.
Because throughout this day in which we were playing on your server, guess what happened? I got raided by a bunch of bandits. They were easy to clean up. I got raided by a bunch of fucking Pokemon eating dogs. Not Pokemon eating, Pal eating dogs. And I dealt with them. And then guess what? They had to send a fucking armada. They sent some goddamn Pal dinosaurs that are level 30. I'm level 10 at that time. So not only did they come in, burn my house down, legit, they were water breathing too, so I don't know how they had them like manage to burn, but they burned my house down, killed all of my pals, killed me 2 times because I was trying to defend my land, and then killed me a 3rd time, and I said, fuck it. Because when I went back, I was like, yeah, the damage is done, and it's over.
Yeah.
He said, you're not moving into this neighborhood, Raz.
Yes! It was a gated community, apparently.
The racist dinosaurs.
Who are you here to see? I don't know. I've never seen you before.
I think
Oh my
going
god.
the funniest and / worst part was Raz, I gave you that base spot because it's the easiest to cheese the raid AI. So for people who aren't familiar with are familiar with Palworld, I should say, the base spot that Raz had is the spot directly to the right of the very first fast travel. It's the one with there's a little bit of like stone rebel, and then it has like the cliff on the right side, and then it immediately down, it has like another cliff. So if the raid spawns from down the way, kind of further into the map, all of the AI try to scale the cliff and they all get stuck, so you could basically just stand at the top and then just kind of like spew down whatever attacks you have, and they won't attack you because they're too far away. Alternatively, the other raid can happen where they come from closer to the fast travel point, and 2 or 3 of them will usually get stuck on the other side of the cliff, kind of where you built your base, Flowers, and then the other ones will slowly trickle in through that pattern. But if you put up a wall, it's pretty easy to keep them out. But Raz didn't have any defenses for that, unfortunately, and then just got rammed by 3 giant dinosaurs.
Look, I play the game differently than all of you guys. Because you guys will go out killing Pokemon, catching Pokemon, trying to get as much experience as possible like it's a goddamn survival game, where I'm just trying to create a thriving business. What did you see when you came into my house?
I saw a cute little tavern.
Yeah?
And a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, there was a rubble. Sorry.
I hate you.
I must have come late.
I hate everything. I literally had a nice tavern. At first, I was like, maybe because it said in the description of the bar stools, I was like, the Pokemon can sit here and you can have a nice like dinner or something. I was like, okay, maybe I can get the Pokemon to sit here when they're also working too hard, because I'm not gonna create like, you know, what you guys have created, which is a paradise for slavery.
A sweatshop, at least.
Is it slavery?
Yes, at
for
least a
feeding
slut.
them? Wait, did you just say a slut shop?
What?
Dude.
There is that one real sexy one, you know.
There is that one sexy pal that's hanging around.
That one sexy pal.
Yeah, she kind of thick, you know.
Yeah.
It's lonely out there on the ranch.
There's no companion out there. There's no one out there. It's a very lonely world. It's just us humans and the
Can
pals.
pals
So
consent? I don't know.
they can. They do.
What?
But main point being, I like to build a bit of a town. And if they're
Okay.
taking a break, they can come to the Barstool. Now, unfortunately, the Barstool doesn't work that way. But also, it didn't even matter anyways because they fucking burned my house down. So I just started rage queuing on League of Legends. And then when I came back, Ovilee was like, look, we can build it up for you. Like here's all of my material. And that's never fun. I have fun building it up myself.
Okay.
So I was on the brink of never playing this game again.
Do we want to go a little bit more in depth there though? Do we want to go a little bit more in depth there as to why I was offering up materials?
No.
Okay.
You
cool.
actually,
We
because I don't
have
know.
to.
I don't know
We
the
don't
depth.
have
You
to.
go into it. You go into depth.
You seemed very sad and upset, and I was just trying to help out my friend.
I was very sad and I was very upset. I fully believed. Fortunately for me, my Pokemon were just incapacitated, so I can
Yeah.
actually, they survived. But I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
they had killed all of my Pokemon, and I thought that they had fucking destroyed everything, including all my material was gone. So I'd have to go back out there and do it from scratch again. And I gave myself a rule. I didn't tell you this, but I gave myself a rule. If it happens again, I'm never playing Palworld ever again. I'm
That's
deleting
your
this game.
rage quit point?
That was my rage quit
That
point.
was
If
the
it
rage
happens
quit
again,
point?
if it happens again, thankfully it did not. I mean, I've defeated the raids again, but they didn't send those level 30s at me. But if they send another level 30 son of a bitch back to my safe haven for pals across the world, I'm deleting the game.
Doesn't
Defend
sound
yourself.
like a very safe haven, bro, if it
No,
got burned down.
Did you now?
Protect your pals.
Did you build it out of stone now?
Still built out of wood. It's a tavern. Of course it's gonna be built out
It's gonna
of
get
wood.
burned down again, dude.
I am not that high
fucking
level
bird.
already.
I-
You guys are talking about gats. I still have a fucking crossbow on the medieval ages.
Crossbow's not that bad. I
It's
think I
pretty
was
good,
still
yeah.
using a crossbow on that server. Yeah, it's not that bad at all.
You just talked about building a gun.
Well, on
Just-
the solo play.
Just
Okay.
spam catch pets, dude. That's all you do. Just every pal
That
that you
helps a
see,
lot.
just start throwing balls at them. Balls, 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 balls. Just catch everything. First 10 of every kind you get gives EXP, even if you don't like them. Even if they suck. I don't like them little pink cats. I hate the fact that they run away from me. Half the time I just get pissed and shoot them. But I caught at least 10.
The 10 pal XP bonus is pretty good.
It's important.
Just shoot cats?
Oh, yeah. No, my usual
After
play
teabagging them.
pattern for Palworld is when I decide that I want to play Palworld, I will sit down, I will pop a Space Gummy. That Space Gummy will take anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes on average to kick in. During those 30 to 45 minutes, I will go out, I will catch pals, I will level up, I'll advance the tech tree and play the game it was intended. But then as soon as I have my gummy blink, when my eyes close and reopen again and I realize I'm heading into the atmosphere, we pull out the gun and start blasting. And it is just so fun. Great game. 10 out of 10.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Speaking of people who started blasting,
This game is making sociopaths.
It's so fun.
It's revealing.
making
revealing.
it revealing. Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Because-
god.
I'm just saying that there are some people who have built their bases completely out of captured merchants and traders. So
They're making actual slave labor with humans?
well, I mean,
Oh,
the
I
humans
Humans
are
are
did.
very
a little
good
faster.
slaves, though. The pals
That
are
is
way
true.
better.
Actually, I did catch one syndicate guy, put him on my farm, and he was just walking around loitering, so I ended up killing him.
I was going to say, shoot him in the head.
You
Yeah.
murdered him?
Does not work. Does not live.
You can just
Like-
put him back in the box.
No. Oh, I'll put him in a box, all right. I'll put him in a nice pine box 6 feet under the ground.
Good lord.
Oh my
The
god.
murder. The casual murder.
Like he had been murdering pals across the world. He got what was coming to him.
I mean,
So human murder doesn't cross the line?
Won't he work like a guard? He was carrying a gun, which made me a little bit uneasy. That is
Okay,
true.
so then by your logic, would you execute Jesse James and Meowth?
Oh, innocent.
Meowth because he's annoying.
Yeah, just Meowth.
Yeah, the rest can go.
No, if they were like in the game, I would shoot all 3 of them. Like
What the fuck
that's
is wrong
no,
with
no,
you?
no, no. The world's only got room for one criminal, and that's me.
Are you?
All of them had pretty sad backstories. If I learned about their backstories, I would keep them all alive. Other than that, no, they're all dead.
I don't remember James's, but I remember Jesse's, was she was training to be like a Nurse Joy, and she was like tight with Chansey. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Wait, is this
That-
actually real? I don't remember any of
heartbreaking.
this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it was good.
I
Do you
think James
remember-
was the fact that he was in a pretty high-end family and he ended up running away. I think he was pretty much mistreated in his household.
He was just rich.
Yeah, he was just rich.
Yeah. And then, do you remember when James had boobs?
Yes.
I mean, Jesse and James were like the original
Excuse me?
cross-dressing characters. They were dressed up like James was dressed as a girl and Jesse's dressed as a guy in like half the episodes. That was
Yeah.
like their shtick.
They're called bicons, Flowers.
Breaking gender norms.
Sorry, I'm not
Bicons.
familiar with the official terminology.
And why aren't you familiar with the official terminology?
Because I'm the token racist, sexist, homophobic character. Haven't
We
you
need
watched the other
somebody.
episodes of Caster's Couch?
Okay.
We need a
listen.
representative.
But Jesse is the OG.
Yes.
Jesse is the OG. I feel like half the chat had rubbed out one out to Jesse at some point in their life.
What?
What? Can you explain that? Can you expand on that?
Hmm.
Look, let's just say Pokemon lines up with most people's puberty at that area.
We're
Does
just
it?
sitting here talking about character backstories, and Raz is like, "Yeah, but did you ever just crank your hog to Jesse?" Like,
I mean, if we're being statistically speaking, Raz is not alone here.
I'm telling you, if you're watching Pokemon, you're probably going through puberty at that exact same period. So your view on Jesse and James drastic.
Like, maybe I looked up some Rule 34 Jesse, Jesse with wet hair. Come on, what happened?
Just see Ari just saying my fiance has a guilty look on his face. That's what I'm talking about. No one wants to talk about it, but that's the reality that we are living in.
no one wants to talk about. You seem pretty eager to talk about it,
Because
Raz.
I like to speak truths.
What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna hit you with another fucking curveball. You ready for this? And I
Okay.
think Flowers is excited for this.
What do you got?
I can't stand Nicki Minaj anymore.
What?
I cannot
Wowee.
stand Nicki Minaj anymore after the crazy ass shit that is going down right now. I'm not gonna call out Nicki Minaj because I do not want the barbs coming after me, doxing me, and trying to fucking shoot me in the face.
What's a barb?
But
Her
the Barbies,
Her
the
fans,
barbs,
yeah.
that's
Oh.
what they call. Lady Gaga has, I think, Monsters. She has the Barbs. Everyone
Oh, it's
has them.
cringy fandom
Swifties,
names.
Swifties for Taylor Swift.
I was gonna name my pal character Nicki Minaj. She's my idol. If you
Thought we
feel
settled
bad
on-
about her, yeah. Well, we settled on something else, and I forgot about it. Sadly,
Was it
My
Thickie
creativity-
Minaj?
So,
Oh, Nicki Minaj. I'm
Thickie
writing
Minaj.
that down.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down.
so
But like, if you feel the type of way with her, just watch Anaconda. Don't.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Here's the thing. Let me tell you what the juicy tea is that's going on right now.
Okay.
If neither of you have heard it yet.
I haven't.
I think as of maybe midnight last night or sometime last night, Nicki Minaj dropped a new song called Bigfoot, which is a diss track in response to a song that Megan Thee Stallion put out a couple days ago called Hiss. In the song Hiss by Megan Thee Stallion, let me just go ahead and pull up the lyrics for you really fast. At no point in this song does Megan Thee Stallion call out Nicki Minaj by name, but she does have a line in this new song called Hiss that apparently Nicki Minaj took deep offense to and sent the fan base after Megan Thee Stallion, and now it's just going fucking crazy. So let me go ahead and find it.
Oh.
Let me just type in law, 'cause law is the word. Here we go. So this is the line. Bet I won't give the pussy again. Shit, should have gave it to his friend. A. These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want me to start. Are you guys familiar with Megan's law?
I
No.
have no idea what that is.
Megan's law is the law that requires sex offenders to be registered.
Oh, okay.
So if you type in sex offenders in my area, all of the people who are sex offenders in your area are registered, and you could see all of their addresses pop up. That
Oh,
way,
true. We found that
you know,
website a while ago.
You remember? And Raz
Yeah.
is registered on there?
What?
I mean,
Bro.
That is just gladly
address-
not true.
As an anti sex offender person.
Ian's eyes when he's saying that are just like, no.
He's like, no.
Tread carefully
So,
here.
so
I think the missing context is about Nicki's personal life, which I don't think Flowers and Raz
So we're
know.
going to get into that. The reason why people were saying, oh my God, this Megan line is a diss to Nicki Minaj specifically is because Nicki Minaj's husband and her brother are both registered sex offenders for crimes that we aren't going to talk about on this podcast, but they are both registered sex offenders.
So her
And
husband and her brother?
Husband and her brother both are registered sex offenders. And she is very outward in her support for her husband and her brother.
Piece of shit!
When
Fuck
people
Nicki
have
Minaj!
called them out.
What?
Or called her out for that. And yeah, so very supportive, outwardly supportive of it. Crazy. And so people are saying, oh my God, this is a direct hit towards Nicki. So once this hits, everyone starts going crazy. The Barbs start going crazy. Nicki Minaj fans, everyone's up in arms on Twitter. They're like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? So basically what happens, I'm going to pull this up for you, is Nicki Minaj starts going a little fucking crazy on social media, Twitter specifically, and is just tweeting non-stop. 11 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours, 2 hours. Like, she is just going on what feels like a manic episode or something, right? Where it's just, okay, let me go.
How does this
It
woman
feels
have any
Kanye.
fans?
Booger sugar.
It feels Kanye. And so she releases this song called Bigfoot, where she's making fun of the fact that Megan Thee Stallion, I'm sure Flowers doesn't know this, Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the foot by another rapper, Flowers, Tory Lanez.
Okay.
She took him to court and she won. I don't remember what happened. Ian, did he get jail time or was there a fine?
Yes.
He did get jail time.
And then he'll be deported after the jail time.
Really?
He's
Where's
Canadian.
he from?
Oh shit, he's sending him back to us.
Yeah.
So in the song, Nicki's writing lines like, here, she wrote it up here. Okay, let me find this. Bad bitch.
It's so poorly performed, you can't even read the fucking lyrics and do it justice.
It's really bad. Your flow is such a bore, drinking a bottle of Henny through a straw. Bitch, you better stop that dialogue before I hit Carl and buy your catalog. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. You still ain't topped Red Ruby, which is another one of her songs. Trying to steal the sauce. I said, get up out of my cookbook. For a free beat, or talking about Megan's Law, for a free beat, you could hit Megan Raw. If you a ghost writer, party in Megan Jaw. It's like not that great.
What the fuck?
Great. I am a Nicki Minaj
poorly
fan.
recorded.
I'd say it was also like the audio quality isn't that great. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get DMCA'd, but we read the lyrics and everything. And it kind of sounds like she is going full Kanye, like just kind of going crazy with it. And if you've been seeing like her performances recently, like they're not really up to Nicki's standard. Like I remember when she was going out with The Weeknd performing like her bit in The Hills, performing with Ariana Grande or like Lil Mix and popping off. And like I fucking love Ganja Burn when she performed that. It's like so fucking good. But something's going on. It's going crazy. I think Nicki Minaj is absolutely tanking and doing her straight dive into crazy town right now. And it seems like Reddit's popping off following like what the fuck is going on. And the only people who are still kind of in support are the crazy Barbs.
All right, man. The vocal support of the sex offender husband is just like, fuck you if you like Nicki Minaj. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Nicki Minaj. Fuck you if you fuck with Nicki Minaj. There you go.
Yeah.
No further comments, Your Honor.
That's fucking
She wasn't
wild.
for everybody before all this, and then to add all this, and it's hard enough to be a 42-year-old rapper. It's
Because
just
people definitely knew that like Nicki Minaj was kind of fucking crazy around the time when she was saying not to get the COVID vaccine because it made her cousin's balls fucking massive.
Yeah.
her cousin who just got syphilis.
She says it inflates your ball.
Yes, and it was just a fucking STD, I'm pretty sure. Like everyone was like, "Yeah, that sounds like an STI," and he just didn't want to say it was an STI, and now she's trying to make it sound like it's a COVID
Oh
vaccine
my
related thing.
God, bro. I
Yeah.
remember this now. This woman is a troll.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. And then they were starting this thing on Twitter last night where all of the barbs were I'm assuming. This is me making a speculation and assumption. This is not for sure. This is allegedly and all this stuff. There were Megan Thee Stallion fans or Megan Thee Stallion's hired people who were going on Twitter trying to pay Twitter accounts to post positive things about Megan Thee Stallion's song Hiss. Which, here's the thing. Flowers, Raz, I know that all three of us have had influence opportunities where we post something on Twitter for payment or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's not as fucking stupid and simple as that. It's just not. Where they're saying like, oh, I'll cash app you $500, just say something positive about the song. And there's people like creating all these fabricated like screenshots and like videos and all of this weird stuff where they're going back and forth. I'm gonna find it because it's actually.
But these are barbs doing this?
$500.
Doing this. It's yeah. Okay. Here.
The economics doesn't work out. $500 per tweet.
It doesn't make sense. Would you be interested in making a tweet normalizing silly rap beefs and stating that Megan was not the first rapper to come for Nicki's husband? So this is just like this random account who's creating kind of like just weird fake stuff. And they're saying it's real. And they're like doing, look, $500.26 was transferred. I don't care. # paid mole. And it's a picture of Ice Spice. It's so fucking weird. It is.
Yeah.
You know how you can tell it's bullshit? Because it's blue checks tweeting it. By default, I just trust none of the bullshit that comes from a blue check because it's almost all just impression farming trying to get ad money.
I could see that.
Yeah. It is freaking, but Nicki Minaj is retweeting it all. So the offer starts at $250, but we can negotiate depending on your outreach. If it becomes a viral hit with over 10K likes, we will pay you $500. Like, what?
No, not real.
None of that makes sense. No,
this is after her AI art with 6 fingers.
Yeah, and it's like
hell no.
Nicki Minaj came out with her new album artwork where it's like all AI art and it's like very clearly AI artwork where it's like 6 fingers. The text, people still haven't gotten text right in AI artwork. No. It is like fucking insane. So that's all that I've been following while I've been sick without a voice. I'm just going like, what the fuck is going on? It's
drama.
But like, listen, both of you guys were in the music video that I did to a Megan song because I fucking love Megan.
True.
I fucking love Megan. I will die for Megan.
Anytime I'm in your goddamn car, you're playing Megan.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Producer Ian was with me at TwitchCon in San Diego, not last year, but 2 years ago, where Megan Thee Stallion performed. And I was kind of upset about this because I was one of the only people in the crowd who knew all the lyrics. And I was just crying and screaming the lyrics, especially when she started singing Anxiety. And then I'm just out there going like, I'm a bad bitch and I got bad anxiety. People call me rude because I let them try me. And everyone's just like, what?
TwitchCon concert, always interesting crowd.
Yeah, I'm just not familiar with anything that Megan's done or does. So I'm gonna nod in agreement. I'm like, yeah, for sure. But I'm
How
just
about this, Flowers?
I'm so far in the periphery
Stallion
of the conversation.
How about
You're not
this,
gonna
Flowers?
like this. Okay, you go.
Oh, sorry, Rez. If you have one more, I was about to take it a different way. So if you've got.
Okay, I was just about to say you're not gonna like this because when we first started talking about this conversation, I'm just so unaware of Megan Thee Stallion that I was like, oh, surely Megan Thee Stallion is not like a clean individual because she had all those dancers. Oh, that's Lizzo. So I don't know. I'm really unaware. I'm unaware in general.
Let me tell you how amazing Megan is. Wait, let me find it. Shit,
Megan is a tall drink of water. I would say the opposite of Lizzo.
Okay,
yeah.
Like Megan is like goals. She is,
and she's like 5'10".
and she's not vegan, but she's like I think fully vegetarian or something. And the amount of like the crazy stuff that she does for workouts, like she is in the fucking gym 2-3 times a day doing these insane fucking workouts and exercises and crazy. But here's the other thing. She's a fucking weeb. She is a fucking weeb. She gets her nails done with JoJo characters. She's
what was her
watching
anime
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Halloween costume?
She did a Todoroki cosplay. She did a, let me find it. Megan the Stallion, Todoroki. The Stallion.
Oh,
yeah, she did a full Todoroki cosplay. Let me pull it up.
That's really cool.
Like, are you fucking shitting me?
That's actually that's fucking sick.
She's a huge weeb. I saw her when she got like her nails done with like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, I will follow you to the ends of the earth. But yeah, she's amazing. But Flowers, how about this? I think we can ask your opinion on this. What are your thoughts on the Super Bowl being rigged?
The big game. The big game. The big game.
The big game. What was that?
No, the term Super Bowl is copywritten, so you'll have. I'm joking for our purposes, but they always refer to it as the big game.
Oh, it's like
things
how
that
you
are
can't
not
say
officially.
the Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How do you feel about the not Super Bowl, the big game of the super not, being rigged by the government, by Joe Biden specifically, to get all of the Swifties and the youth to vote Democratic and also get vaccinated?
It's a psyop.
What?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Okay, is this like something that people actually believe?
Yes. So the conspiracy theory is, I don't know, Raz, you've probably seen it, but I know Flowers hasn't been on TikTok.
Nope.
But
I
have
haven't.
you seen the Travis Kelce Pfizer vaccine ads on TikTok?
I haven't, sadly.
Oh, okay. Well, there's basically a bunch of ads that have been on TikTok and social media, and I think even on TV. I've seen them on Hulu pop up, where it's basically just Travis Kelce, who is a football player for a team called the Chiefs, who is currently in the not the playoffs,
Kansas City Chiefs.
the
They
big
just
game.
won the AFC Championship.
Yeah, they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. So basically, he did a Pfizer commercial, and a bunch of people got upset at him because why not?
Yeah.
But not only that, but also Travis Kelce is dating Taylor Swift. Giant, huge ass pop culture sensation, woman of the year for a bunch of magazines and all that stuff. Everyone knows who Taylor Swift is. Their relationship becomes like the centerpiece for NFL, blah, 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 blah. All right? So, Joe Byron and has basically corrupted the Super Bowl and rigged the Super Bowl so that the Chiefs, Travis Kelce's team, is going to win. Because when they win, Travis Kelce, when they say, where are you going after you've just won the Super Bowl? Instead of saying going to Disneyland, he's going to say, I'm going to go get vaccinated.
Boom.
And then
there's no way people are this stupid. Please,
and then Taylor Swift, who I want to say a couple months ago, sometime last year, basically set up a easy way to register for people to vote. Producer Ian, do you remember what that was specifically?
She's been registering people to vote for a long time. She's actually pretty good about it.
She was helping facilitate young people to vote, her fans to vote. And if you're a Taylor Swift fan, you're probably a girl. If you're a Taylor Swift fan, you're probably left-leaning. So when people saw Taylor Swift trying to urge her fans and just youth in general to vote, they immediately said, oh my God, this is like election tampering. This is all this crazy stuff.
Election tampering.
Is election
Holy
tampering.
fuck.
It's she's paying for people. She's trying to use her influence to get people to vote the way that she wants. She's literally just saying register to vote. The same way that I always tell people, go register to vote. I don't care who the fuck you vote for, but just go put your vote in.
I'm not voting.
You're not from here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you don't even go here. So
Are you voting in Canada?
So I shit you not.
I
I
might.
shit you not. There are people who believe that the entire Super Bowl is rigged so that Travis Kelce and the Chiefs are going to win so they can push the Pfizer vaccine specifically, and Taylor Swift to tell people to vote for Joe Byron.
Well, Ovilee, you have moved my give up and go live in the woods clock 1 minute closer to midnight. This is a new chapter in some of the dumbest shit that I've ever heard people actually unironically believe.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel, but I know that it's not good.
What time is it on that Woods clock? I'm just curious.
It's about 11:58.
Oh shit!
It's about 11:50.
We're close. Okay.
Raz, we need 2 more. We need 2 more minutes. We need 2 more minutes.
Ooh.
Come up with something.
Oh, okay. I got you. I can give you some controversy, honestly. All right.
We
So
need
here's
stupidity.
a new one.
We need stupidity controversy.
Then you
Something
should
that
have a
will
close up
push-
to yourself.
Okay, so
You burnt.
let me tell you about what my mom texted me this week. No, I'm just kidding.
Just for all those conspiracy fans, because like I know a lot of people started paying attention to the Chiefs because of Taylor Swift. They did win the Super Bowl in 2019 and 2022.
Yep.
Oh, so 2
They're
out of
good.
the last 4
They've made the playoffs like 5 or 6 years in a row. They're
Oh.
good. Their quarterback was all pro, I think, 2 years ago. They're very, very good. Andy Reid, who used to be the Eagles head coach, is their head coach. Like they're very good. The Taylor Swift stuff is just bonus for them this year.
Yeah. Like Pat Mahomes is just it's expected.
Right. They're
The
very
fact
good.
Yeah, so that's always gonna happen. I do have something for you though.
It's like if Cloud9 was to win LCS. It would be questionable if all of a sudden Immortals won LCS, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
What
But
is the comment in chat? It's the big gay versus Swifties. I thought, aren't
Wait,
Swifties like
The
the
49ers.
Yas Queen crowd to begin with? Doesn't that have like a circular Venn diagram with like the
It's
gay
'cause
Yeah,
they're
community?
playing the San
I'm
Francisco
confused.
49ers. They're playing the San Francisco 49ers. That's
Are
the
they-
big
Yeah.
gay.
Are they gay?
Does San Francisco have any kind of particular reputation of any kind?
Well, okay, but so we're saying for San Francisco, I didn't know if maybe something happened with the 49ers that would indicate that there was a little bit of homosexual activity going on.
Yeah, their quarterback is just big and gay. That's
I mean, outside of normal football gayness? Like, what do you mean?
yeah, his name is literally, I think his name is Brock Purdy.
Purdy, yeah.
So yeah,
Got a Purdy mouth.
You got Purdy. And that boy Purdy.
He is very handsome, actually.
There it is.
Okay.
Boy throws dirty balls.
You got from Purdy. So I do have something for you, Ovilee.
Okay, please.
Which was, as you can tell, I have a clean ass face. All right.
So clean.
Oh, you shaved it.
I've actually shaved it. And the reasoning for it was, yes, I was annoyed by the mustache. I fucking hated having a hair on my face. But then also B, I put it to a poll on my Instagram. And I expected it to be pretty heavily in favor of keeping it, or one or the other.
I voted
But-
no.
You voted no, as in not to shave it?
I voted no.
I
But,
voted yes.
On what side?
I voted yes, shave.
To not shave. I voted no.
I didn't
said
see the
no
poll because
shave.
I'm not on Instagram. My bad, Raz.
There's
Oh
a
my God,
deep
you're so special.
division here. Because I voted yes, because I voted on my own goddamn poll.
Yeah.
But for the full 23 hours, it was on 50%. It was 50-50 on people legitimately wanting it to stay and people legitimately wanting to go. And I had my DMs lit up with people to be like, don't keep that shit. Don't listen to the poll. I was like, what do you mean don't listen to the poll? It's 50-50. I don't know what the fuck what's going on. And then it finally landed with 2 additional people voting to shave that shit. So thankfully, 20 minutes before this podcast, I went out and I shaved the fuck out of my mustache and beard. It's gone. The facial hair is no more. Maybe in the off season, I'll try and grow it again.
This art
maybe.
did not last long.
Yeah, so I feel bad for the people in the LCS because they had some photo day thing. So I took a lot of pictures that they're probably going to be throwing on YouTube and Twitter and everything.
Wait,
with
you
the
still
beard.
had it for the photo day
Yes.
stuff yesterday?
I went.
then you shaved it
full
the
Jimmy
next day?
Butler. Yes, I went full Jimmy Butler on them. I had an
trolling,
entirely
bro.
different look, and then I shaved it the next fucking day. So if you guys start seeing YouTube content with just thumbnails with me with a full beard, yeah.
You
That's
are
Raz's evil twin.
I mean,
You are going to Mandela affect so many people because you had it for such a short amount of time, and now it's going to be on every image of you that pops up on the broadcast, and everybody's just going to be like, "Wow, I don't remember Raz ever having that because it was only 2 weeks." You are you're going to unintentionally gaslight so many people.
I
that
cannot
watch the
wait.
show.
I will tell
you
them
never
it's
had
someone
it.
else entirely.
There was a point in time though where Flowers, you had your beard in all of your media pictures, and then when it cut to you, you were clean shaven.
Yeah, it is what it is. But you see, I had the facial hair for most of that year, right? So at least, like, even if it's gone now and there was like oh, well, he has that in the picture, but he doesn't have it in real life, most people who are watching at least saw when I did have it. You can recognize, oh, that's just an older picture. Raz's seems like a fever dream, because if you just happen to not be watching LCS for these first couple of weeks, but you've watched in the past, you've never seen facial hair Raz. He's not real. But now the broadcast is insisting to you, yes, he is. Even though the Raz directly in front of your eyes at this point in time still does not have it. If I was watching this under the influences of any types of substances that may alter my mind, I would be thoroughly and utterly perplexed. Raz,
what happened to his beard?
I never had a beard.
What beard?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do people?
This is always how I looked.
Do people watch the LCS sober?
They shouldn't. If I have to listen to Flowers for another second, I'm smashing another beer.
You are right next door. I'm going to come over there.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the whole purpose of like the Bud Light sponsorship. Wait, is that still there?
No, we haven't had the Bud Light sponsorship for a while.
Damn. I liked the Bud Light. You know what we need? I swear to God, this would kick so much ass. White Claw sponsorship for the LCS.
Dude, we need another alcohol sponsor. Esports people love seltzers, and it has the easiest integration into the show ever. I've pitched this before, but I don't know if I've ever said it on Caster's Couch. Anytime the 7th and 8th place teams play one another, both the casters should get a drink, and you just get to drink while you cast it. You can call it the fucking toilet bowl or whatever. We probably would want something a little bit less insulting, and it also encourages the teams to be less shitty so you don't end up in the alcohol game. Because, you know, once you're sipping, you're going to just start speaking your mind a little bit more. And oftentimes when you're watching the worst teams play, your mind is going to be a little critical.
I have an idea. Hey, if we ever have a super week, we have a super week coming up and coming, but it's going to be on a Friday. Throw it on a Monday. Brandon Modelo Mondays.
Modelo Mondays! The Modelo Power Hour with Raz and Captain Flowers. Let's do it.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. That's an instant win. Just start handing out free Modelo to the crowd so everyone's fucked up.
Yes.
The crowd, the casters, and
the players.
The
yes.
Players. The ones
like, all right, boys, here you go.
of age.
Yeah.
Wait,
it'll be like me playing League of Legends.
Are we at the point where all of our players are above 21? Because I remember when I first started, some people were still like, I'm 18 years old, and I was like, okay, cool.
Sniper is a child.
Sniper's 17. He's literally half my age.
Okay, so
honestly,
not him.
So a good portion of 100 Thieves. I feel like Meech is also pretty young too. There's actually a lot of young players.
Okay, we have more children now?
Yeah, we have quite a few children.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the children fucked it up. The children always fuck it up. I believe.
Quid is also young. See, like, if you're ever at a party, let's just say any 100 Thieves party, if you see the actual players there, escort them out of the building. The 100 Thieves players cannot be at their own party.
Unfortunate.
I mean, so I used to be, okay, so last story before we wrap up.
Okay.
I used to be the 18-year-old at all of the esports events when I very well shouldn't have been the 18-year-old at all the esports events because there was drinking. It would be like MLG after party at a bar in Anaheim, or LCS org party at a random house. And actually that one's a little bit better because then I'm not the only literal child there or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was just in all these locations because I was either working production. I remember I was doing like PAX South production booth for Twitch, and Twitch had their big after party at it wasn't House of Blues, but it was like a House of Blues equivalent. And I show up there and I'm like, hi, I would like to go into the party because I literally worked for the company. And they're like, where's your ID? I'm like, hey, I think I'm 19, or I might still be 18 at that time. I'm like 18 or 19. I'm like, listen, I don't drink. I don't want to drink. I just want to go in and mingle with my coworkers and everything. And I would have to fight with these bar people every single time because they all look at me and they're like, no, you're gonna go in there and fucking drink. But here's the thing.
I wouldn't trust you.
Here's the thing. I didn't drink. I did not drink until I was like 21, 22.
They're
That's what
playing
they all
around
say.
normal people, Ovilee. They're not expecting you to
know.
do this.
I know, which sucked because I felt like I was doing all the right things and still no one trusted me. But eventually,
Yeah.
I had this one time, it was in Texas, where I was like, hey, can you just like cross out my wrists or something? Or don't give me the drink wristband and all that stuff. And they're like, maybe we'll think about it. Go stand over here for a second. And they put me in the hallway because they have to go take care of a line situation. And then they come back and they see that I am still standing there waiting after like 10, 15 minutes for this guy to come back. Yeah. And then this guy's like, oh, you didn't run? Oh.
Oh my God, dude.
You didn't
Ovilee
run or
actually
leave?
breaking their
You
minds.
didn't even take the hint. Break
and
the
I was like,
rules.
no. And I was like, no, I waited for you. You said to wait here. So I waited. And they're like, oh. Okay,
Fucking
just go
nerd.
in. They're like, just go in. Like, you're
What?
fine. They crossed off my hand and they're like, just go in. Don't wash it off. And I was like,
She's
why
lame
would
as
I
hell.
wash
Yeah,
it
let her
off?
in.
Yeah. Oh God, if she's staying that long.
She didn't do anything. It's fine.
Yeah.
What?
And
She didn't
so,
want.
and
That's
so yeah,
incredible.
so then that's how I would get into all the parties because they just looked at me and they're like, oh, you're a fucking nerd. And I didn't
It was
drink.
dork. What's she gonna do?
I think
She's not even trying to cheat.
No, I think the most underage drinking that I had ever done was I drank, I think probably like 3 sips of a Mike's Hard Lemonade. And then I had a friend stumble into the room, like blackout drunk. And then I got scared. I was like, I need to get this person home now. But because I had 3 sips of a Mike's Hard Lemonade, I couldn't drive because I had drank. So I had to call an Uber. And then I had to get them in the Uber. And they were vomiting like everywhere. So then I have to pay for like vomit clean and all that stuff and for the Uber to get them there. And so
Did you just say 3 sips?
I did.
Of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It was maybe like 3 baby sips of a Mike's Hard Lemonade. And but because I drink, I could not drive.
A 5% alcohol by volume malt
And
beverage.
so
That's
Right.
mostly sugar.
and so, yeah, and so I got scared because if I was driving and they pulled me over, I would be in trouble because I
Mhm.
drink.
And then they'd send you to jail, and that's it. You die there in prison.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know there's like a legal limit, right? Like it's not one drop, you go pop.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
I
she had
didn't
3
know.
sips.
Oh,
three
okay.
sips.
Okay, yeah, the 3 sips, right.
I
Yeah, that
didn't-
means you're just gonna have a
That's
public
like-
execution.
So it's like right under fire hose for just sheer volume of alcohol consumed.
Yeah, of course.
So
Glad you
I was a
cleared that up.
responsible person. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of Caster's Couch. Usually we do game time after this, but I'm sick and I need to save my voice for a show tomorrow. I think Flowers has something. And Raz, are you streaming?
I will not be streaming, but I will be slaving away in Palworld and League of Legends probably, and also I need to get food and coffee. Stat.
good.
Yeah. Hey, I
Alright.
actually had a legitimate reason. I've been up since 3 a.m. because I couldn't go back to sleep because I got to play test the new Skarner today at Riot. Got to have a sneak
Ooh.
peek of that. That was this morning. So I've been up since really early because I didn't want to risk sleeping through that since I'm not normally a morning person. So that's why we're also a little bit late today in terms of when this live episode is airing right now. So yeah, sorry, we're not going to have the usual after podcast games because Ovilee's still kind of sick. I'm really, really tired and half zoned out because I've been awake since 3 a.m. But hopefully next week we'll be back to the normal shenanigans.
See
Bye,
you
everyone.
guys.